Samoa Joe has been released again from WWE. This is the second time in 12 months. Of course, being released after WrestleMania 37 last year. Of course, he was in the commentary table at that point. He was then later rehired the same year by Triple H to come into NXT. Of course, then he actually was to return and win the NXT Championship from Karrion Kross at what I believe was NXT TakeOver 36, if I'm not mistaken. He then was to relinquish the championship, of course, just before we got the start of NXT 2.0. Of course, he was going to be expecting to be dropping that championship early into that reign, but it was some supposed injury. He'd then been off TV. He's not been seen since. And it has been apparently helping out backstage, either helping talents that are going to be on TV and stuff like that. But now he's been released from WWE for the second time, and it's not surprising. It comes 24 hours after another host of NXT releases as well, including William Regal, of all people, Road Dogg, where Timothy Thatcher, Danny Burch, Heikman, to say others as well. It was a surprise to see so many people released, but I say surprised. Are we really surprised anymore? I, of course, always wish everybody the very best going forward. Hope that they can find futures in and amongst the wrestling business that they want. I do think, focusing this video mainly on Samoa Joe, I do believe that Samoa Joe will get what he wants out of this. If he wants to compete in ring and is good to do so, I think offers will come flying in. I can see AEW, Tony Khan, bringing him in there. Probably something he'd love to have a part of that AEW roster. If he wants to go to Impact, he could be a big deal there. Ring of Honor looking to rebrand, that sort of stuff. He could take on Jonathan Gresham. That wouldn't be an issue at all. If he wanted to do New Japan Strong, I'm sure they would have him there. I think that the choices will be limitless if you want for Samoa Joe going forward, if he is able to go in a wrestling capacity. Certainly so many matches I'd love to see him a part of, so many scenarios you could see him a part of, maybe with Team Taz once again in AEW, maybe matches against a CM Punk or a Bryan Danielson, or perhaps even some fresh talent that we haven't seen. I mentioned Jonathan Gresham already. What about Hangman Adam Page? What about Josh Alexander in Impact? There's so many different variables and potentials, but of course, it's not fun to see people lose the jobs from WWE. And Joe, I feel, has probably been in an interesting situation over the last number of months. I'm pretty sure it'll be very interesting to hear a podcast he'll be on, whether it's with Fightful, whether it's with Renee Paquette or someone like that. Maybe a Talk is Jericho in a few months from now. Hopefully we'll get a bit more insight to the bottom of what's been really going on for the last number of months with Samoa Joe. But it's been another weird 24 hours in the world of professional wrestling. It's just a very quick upload, this just to give my sort of initial reaction to it. These releases suck, but we're kind of used to them now. It just feels like a handful of names are probably the only ones that are actually safe in WWE. And it makes you question, are they thinking about a sale in the future? There just seems to be so many of these releases. I know that the term budget cuts wasn't necessarily put around the latest set that we've had of releases yesterday from John Laurinaitis or anyone like that. But it's interesting, of course, because a number of these people, I mentioned Road Dogg, William Regal, they're all sort of Triple H guys, aren't they? Samoa Joe as well. So this seems to be a direct hit at the black and gold once again. And I mean, there's no excuses now. If 2.0 doesn't work, they run out of people who they can point the finger at if it's not actually taking off the ground the way you want it to. So, time will tell with NXT 2.0. If it's actually going to be a success, then they'll look back at this and go, maybe it was the right thing. Or if it's not, well, they were blaming the wrong people, and perhaps they should be blaming themselves. But it's a quick upload for me anyway. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Samoa Joe being released again, amongst others from NXT. It's a sad situation, sadly. But feel free to check out some other videos on the channel, and I'll see you very, very soon with some more uploads. Hopefully, more positive, happier uploads here on the CW. Take care. Have a great day.